And when I look back at the data on this being an election about change, and the FNVA revealing that a quarter of the population in our respondents said that they're looking for total upheaval. More than half said they want substantial change. You're talking about 82% of American voters who don't like the way things are going right now. If they're going to try to correct course for their party, they have to look back at that message that they're putting out to voters who clearly were feeling differently than they were able to identify during this election cycle.
Well, and that is so beautifully put, too, because that's what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did about the economy. Bidenomics is great. We don't care what you're feeling. You're not even feeling that. You're imagining it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brian?
I just don't think they understand. Trump won. You don't have to lose, but Trump won it. They liked Trump. They liked his attitude, his strength. They liked the persona the persona out in the world stage. There's a reason why he's averaging 30,000 people on live events. They don't come there because they're bored. People really like the guy. He got more popular votes. He got more electoral votes. His crowds grew and his popularity grew. The policies are apparent and transparent. You don't have to put down the country because you don't like the results. Trump won. It's like blaming the refs after you lost 50-0. Wait a second. The refs might not have been great, but you didn't compete. Your candidate was bad, who's in the White House. Your vice president was bad when she was working for the guy with 32% approval rating. And then you put her out there and expected to have short-term memory loss and expected that she was not an effective leader in California or in Washington. So they like the other guy. I'm sorry. You don't have to put down the country.
Yeah. Kayleigh?
You know, for the media, you would think that this is a moment for self-reflection, but instead we got marginalization. The worst comments that were made were not what we played. Listen to the worst comment made by Joe Scarborough. A lot of Hispanic voters have a problem with black candidates. That's called stereotyping. You want to know what Reverend Al Sharpton said right after that? Reverend Al, he said this: some of the most misogynistic things come from black men. That is called stereotyping. There's no place for that right now. This is a time of self-reflection. Maybe we should change the name Morning Joe to Morning Joe with a U, because apparently that's what they chose to do all day. They were deeply in mourning.